celebrating with us. You probably have a pop-up that says you're being recorded. You want to hit the blue "Got It" button. All right. Here at Project for Pride in Living, we strive to build the hopes, assets, and self-reliance on our community. Later in today's event, you are going to hear from each graduate, where they are coming from and where they are headed. You'll hear the strength in their voices, the hope for the future, and the knowledge that this moment is a pivotal moment in their lives, one that they will reflect on with pride. You see, the graduates here today started their journey many months ago. They recognized that they wanted something different for themselves, their family, and their community. They chose to pursue this training as a pathway to their next career. And this path has not been easy. It started for each of them when they decided to make the change, taking the necessary steps to get accepted into the program, and then meeting the requirements of a full-time, intense training. They have put their energy into learning essential things like becoming an expert at video meetings. "You are on mute" has become a daily part of our language. Then they took business writing and how to target your message so it's actually read. Bullet points, not paragraphs. We explored what it means to onboard into a new workplace culture, talking through what to look for, how to meet the expectations, and then how to influence your workspace to become even more inclusive. And maybe my favorite part has been exploring the strengths that each person has brought with them to this point and what they can bring with them to Hennepin County and their next careers. This incredible collaboration between Project for Pride in Living and Hennepin County and the hard work of the individuals graduating today are deserving of a big celebration, which I'm excited to do today with all of you. Joining us in this celebration and sharing some words with us is the chair of Hennepin County's Board of Commissioners, Marion Greene. Welcome to the stage, Marion. You can take over.
Thank you so much, Kelsey. Thank you. And thank you, graduates. I'm so excited to be here. It seems like yesterday that I got to meet with you on your welcoming day. And here we are at your graduation. And if I'm beaming, I suspect you're beaming too. Today, we've got 14 individuals to celebrate, and congratulations to all of you on completing your 4 weeks of full-time training and graduating from the Office Specialist Training Pathway. You're the 13th cohort of graduates from this program, and I want you to know that this pathway is our most successful yet in hiring and retaining graduates in a variety of roles at the county. So I'm especially thrilled to hear that, and a special congratulations to all of you. We're really excited, if you can't tell, about your interest in working for Hennepin County. We need you. We need you for current roles. We need you for future roles. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your interest. Your commitment to this program and your trust in us to provide meaningful and valuable training is what leads to these opportunities, and it leads to good things for Hennepin County. So we're a good match. So thank you so much. The Pathways program is a highlight of the innovation and the effectiveness of the county's workforce development initiatives. It's sort of one of a portfolio of initiatives. This is an effort that's been celebrated and replicated locally and is now gaining national attention. And you'll hear a little bit more about that in a moment. But I want to thank you, graduates, for being part of this. And I also want to thank your families and your friends, your community, for their support along your journey. So, as I alluded to, some national interest. We are further honored today to have a very special guest at the graduation. Please join me in welcoming Julie Chavez Rodriguez, who's the director of the White House Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. The White House Office of Intergovernmental Affairs is a unit of the White House within the Executive Office of the President, and serves as the primary liaison between the White House and state, local, tribal, and county governments. And Hennepin County and this office have found that we have a lot of topics in common, a commitment to innovation, to equity, and a shared belief that good government, innovative government, can strengthen families and communities. So Ms. Chavez Rodriguez is with us today to recognize today's graduates, to recognize all of you, and also the work that's come before and the graduates who have come before. So without further ado, I would love to hand the microphone to you, Julie, Ms. Chavez Rodriguez, if you are available.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Chair Greene, for inviting me to be with you all today. And good morning, everyone. I too share in the chair's excitement about today's graduation. And on behalf of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, I want to extend a warm congratulations to each of you for really taking such an important step in your career and in your sort of pathway to really step into Hennepin County's Pathways program. You all have accomplished a critical milestone in your journey to learn new skills or a new trade or a new craft, and to be willing to jump into public service. I know for me, this is actually, fortunately, the second administration that I get to work for. I first started my public service working under then President Barack Obama. And for me, it was really about the opportunity to really show that government can work on behalf of the people, to really be able to have that impact and to be able to transform lives. And now it's such an exciting opportunity with new federal investments in workers, in our communities, in our infrastructure. We really do have an opportunity of a generation as you all step into your new roles. And I think we have a real, moment to really seize the opportunities that we have before us to reimagine and rebuild a new American economy that invests in the promise and potential of every American, and to really make sure that families are able to really, break through and to stay in good jobs and to be able to break into the middle class. And as we think about, really how far we've come, both with you all in your journeys as part of the Pathway program and the important sacrifice that you made to, be able to graduate, but also as a country and as a world that we've faced over the last couple of years, as we think about, how challenging these times have been. Just in January of 2021, I think about before the president took office, we were still in the height of the pandemic. Only 46% of our schools were open. The unemployment rate was 6.2%. We had 18 million Americans who were receiving unemployment benefits, and less than 1% of Americans were fully vaccinated. And as you all saw in, Hennepin County and in Minnesota, American families were struggling to make ends meet. And that's why it's been so important that we've been able to come together, work together to make sure that we were able to get Americans vaccinated, to reopen what are now 99.9% of our schools, to add 6.4 million jobs to our communities, and to really be able to put people back to work. We've been able to cut childhood poverty in our country, and we know that you all will be a critical part of this effort as you enter into your roles at Hennepin County. And while we've made great progress together, we know that there's still so much work to be done, but you all represent the real optimism for our future. The president is as he often says, is a congenital optimist. And most recently in his State of the Union address, he mentioned that, it's never a good bet to bet against the American people. And that's because of leaders like each of you that are really, able to take this next step. And thanks to our efforts to get the American Rescue Plan over the finish line, counties like Hennepin County have received direct funding that they're able to invest in you all in areas of the county that for far too long, have undergone, disinvestment or lack of investment. And so they've allocated $10 million to support this Pathways program and to continue to expand the impact. So each of you all and those that have come before you and those that will come after you are real living testaments to the investment in communities. That's a core part of, I know, the chair's vision, but also the president and the vice president's vision to really rebuild our economy from the bottom up and from the middle out. And as we continue to focus on our efforts, We know, again, that there's more that we can do to create local jobs and build more in America, which we know will continue to tackle some of the challenges that our families are facing. We need to lower costs for working families, including energy costs and childcare and prescription drugs. And we need to continue to really invest in our workers and ensuring that we have good paying jobs across America, and real important programs like the Pathway program to prepare and ensure that we have the necessary workforce to tackle both the opportunities and the challenges ahead. And we know that our ability to tackle the challenges in front of us as we work to build a better America will depend on our ability to work directly with you all, with leaders like you all, to continue to lift up your stories, your experiences, the really important reason why all of this work is so important and why it matters. And as we continue to recover from the challenges of the pandemic, we owe it to all of those who have been working on the front lines to really fight the pandemic, but we also owe it to the next generation of workers that we need to continue to create an economy that's really working for everyone. And it's especially important for our workers of color, for our women, for our veteran workers, for those that might be just as involved in re-entering those communities who haven't necessarily had the economic opportunities as others, that we really be able to open up those doors and create those pathways as you all have done there in Hennepin County. So we're so excited again about today's graduation. We believe that you all represent really, the president's vision, that it's about bringing people together to get things done. It's about uniting our country and proving that we can together really rebuild America and do big things again. And that we can show how we, coming together can really move our country forward and prepare better for our future. So thank you all so much for inviting me to join you all today, and know that together we are building a better America. And we're so grateful for your leadership, for your support, and look forward to continuing to hear more about your successes as you continue along your journey. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Julie, for sharing those words. Much appreciation for your participation and attendance in today's events. I get the honor of passing the microphone off to the VP of Career Readiness here at PPL, Antonio Cardona.
Great, thanks, Kelsey.
Yeah.
All right, good morning, graduates. Very happy to be here. And special thanks to Director Chavez Rodriguez. Definitely appreciate you joining us this morning. It's an honor to have you in our ceremony, even if it's in a virtual space. All of us, and I'm sure our proud graduates here, appreciate your kind words and inspiration that you bring for them. It's especially fitting to have you here, as this class in this program is a true embodiment of the slogan you know all too well, "Si se puede." Because as the graduates will tell you, they've learned that what was once impossible is not just possible, but imminent. We are proud to meet the needs of our community, developing a diversified workforce and moving low-income community members into high-wage positions that offer stability and opportunity for advancement. Today, we are seeing the launch of newly trained workers into a bright career path, especially with our partners at Hennepin County. Project for Pride in Living has long held the belief that moving from poverty into a place of thriving requires a multifaceted approach. We emphasize the need for and provide stable housing through our homeownership programs, supportive housing, and low-income housing options. We know that program participants who come to us have been stuck, overworked, and underpaid for their talents. Frequently, they've had to work extra hours at multiple jobs to make ends meet, which didn't help their career path. Many of them have overcome housing instability, technology challenges, and yes, the lingering effects of this multifaceted pandemic. Graduating from this program is certainly a challenge, but in this time and tumultuous environment, it has been a blizzard. However, soon they'll enter not just a new job, but a new future, one with a much higher ceiling, more opportunity, and more benefits for their families. The Office Specialist Program, Building Technicians Program, Heavy Equipment Operators, Bankers Programs, to name a few, These are in the investments in the human capital that not only grow the wealth of the graduates, but also the entire community where they live and work. We believe in their talents and those skills that they will learn, so they will go on to become homeowners, investors, and potentially even employers themselves. They leave here not just with the office and customer skills that they'll need, but also fully prepared to enter the market for the jobs Hennepin County and other employers will need moving into the future. Not to mention the job-seeking skills and personal, professional presentation they will need to get those jobs. In fact, we've heard that the PPL interviews can be a little bit more difficult than real interviews. As we recalibrate our vision in Minneapolis with an eye toward equity, this is exactly the work we should be doing. Ensuring that those who may have lost hope for whatever reason can retrack to the future they saw for themselves, because here, just blocks away from where George Floyd was murdered and the ensuing unrest, we have the partners and the power for new beginnings, not just for the lives of the participants you see before you, but for the communities where they live. The last piece I want to highlight is the ever increasing need for collaboration. Public entities, private industry, and nonprofits all need to collaborate in order to be the solution. When you have a partner as invested as a collaboration as Hennepin County, we have the opportunity to keep growing and scaling up. We are launching a brand new trades program in May, an operator apprenticeship for driving heavy equipment. We are thankful and excited to partner as we train for more stable, long-term careers in the trades. Office specialist participants, we are incredibly proud of you all. You certainly embody the will of what can be and what will be. You've shown us over weeks of hard work and determination that investment in people builds strength. You go forward and be better prepared. We all eagerly await to see the path you all will take. And now we look forward to hearing from you. And please correct me if I get the pronunciation wrong, but I believe I'm turning it over to Janet.
Yes, thank you so much, Antonio. And thanks to all of you. I really do thank you for being here at such a meaningful time for us. My name is Janet Quintero Cruz. I'm a very proud graduate of PPL Cohort 13. Before coming to PPL, I was in a very big rut in my professional career, and I felt very lost and honestly it's just so behind of where social expectations would have me be. We all have and come from different situations and circumstances, but a very powerful thing that unites us is our drive and desire to move forward and enrich all of our lives. My time with all of these wonderful people and all of our mentors, and most of all, Kelsey, thank you, Kelsey, has been so invaluable. I know that I, like many of my peers, feel so much more confident and prepared. For example, getting the chance to practice with one another, with Kelsey and our mentors, our interviewing skills, learning insider techniques, and getting feedback from professionals has helped me to learn to better articulate my overactive thoughts and ideas. If you asked me 7 weeks ago, do I want to interview for Hennepin County? I would have said yes, but I know that I would have not been prepared and I would have not given myself the same opportunity that I know I will give myself now, that I am giving myself now. And that has everything to do with the things that I've learned from all of you guys, from my peers, my mentors, and the new things that I have learned about myself as well. These are things that I will carry on to for the rest of my life. This program has really helped me get out of that rut and feel inspired and capable. I can be myself confidently now, and I thank you all for helping me see the best in myself. And now I would love to, oh, thank you. I'd love to introduce you guys to my colleague, Lili.
Thank you, Janet. And thank you everyone for also attending for our graduation for cohort 13. I will start it with citing some of a quote. If you can't stand the fatigue of studying, then you have to be able to endure the pain of ignorance. That's from Islamic scholar Imam Shafi'i. And I believe a life is a learning process. So I remember I came to United States 6 years ago under marriage, and I started as a cashier at Walmart. And but unfortunately, my marriage has to be apart after 5 years, and I have to figure out how to live by myself in the United States. And yeah, as I mentioned, I want life is a learning process. So I learned everything from a zero, and I able to move from several positions finally. And I'm thankful to PPL Pathways Program that able to help me to digging my skills and my capability. I thanks to Kelsey. I thanks to my peers in here in my cohort 13 to keep lift me and encourage me. They all are awesome people. I learned a lot from them, and I will able to bring it for my next future in a daily basis in a workplace where I work later. And after graduation, I hope my skill will be beneficial for Hennepin County and also for my community. I will pass the speech to my next peers, Ricky.
Yes, thank you, Lili. Hello, everyone, for joining us with us today. My name is Ricky. First off, I just want to thank my wife and my kids for supporting me and for them giving me the motivation to keep going and keep striving. I also would like to thank Kelsey for giving us knowledge throughout this program and guidance when we need. Also want to thank the Hennepin County and PPL for their partnership for establishing the Pathway program, giving us opportunity to broaden our chance to network. This part is very important. Last but not least, I want to thank my classmates for just the support. It's just waking up to seeing you guys and motivates me for showing up. So, and then I believe that this program is it's very good. It's a stepping stone for me. So it's really helpful, So if I believe that anybody who wants to join the family at Hennepin County should go through this program. It's very helpful. So, and now I just want to give the opportunity to Taquana.
Thank you, Ricky. Hello, everyone. My name is Taquana Roberts. With this experience, I had to step out on faith and just believe the process, stories, and research. I was in my previous job for 14 years struggling to make ends meet. When I researched and looked at the dates of this program, I would have to make a decision that would affect my family in so many aspects. Because I worked in the school district, I was hoping for a summer date to start the program, then it would be an easy process and transition. No, the Pathways Office Specialist program started in February. So that means I would either have to quit my job with not knowing when I would find another one or try to go on leave. I put in my paperwork to go on leave on a Thursday after school, and on the way home, I got into a bad car accident, totaled my car, and broke my arm. Now, because of this, I can go on FMLA and do the program with the hopes of working my current job after graduation and during the interviewing process until I find a career within Hennepin County. Nope, my FMLA ended March 7th and my job denied extending my FMLA, so I had to quit because I was already in too deep with the program. I believe everything happens for a reason. Me finding PPL's Pathways program, me getting into the car accident, and me quitting my job. Now I've acquired the skills to be able to get a job in an Office Specialist 3, which would then allow me to earn a livable wage to support and take care of my family financially without struggling and while living comfortably. I will also be able to grow and flourish in the company as well. So thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, cohort 13, and thank you to the wonderful volunteers that put in many hours and lessons that allowed us to get to the end. Now I'm going to pass it over to my friend Judy.
Thank you, Taquana. Hi, everyone. My name is Judith Ayewou. I'm very honored to have been invited to speak at the graduate ceremony of our class. First of all, I want to thank the person who had the idea to start this program. I'm very proud of myself because I did it. I have just finished this office special class that I have been looking for so much. PPL made me very strong to have confidence in myself and many things on the professional and social level which I cannot finish coaching. In short, PPL made me. Indeed, this morning, March 24, 2022 is a morning that I will remember for a long time and which I will certainly look back on with nostalgia. It's marked, in fact, a period of my life that I had the chance to share. This week spent together with dance, not only in the learning, but also, of course, in the strong emotions in contents and this atmosphere of class and competitive work and effort. I can be proud of this certificate and my training. It gives me important asset for my professional life in Hennepin County to serve my community. I will take this opportunity to thank the director of Hennepin County as well as all the people who made themselves available during our class. I think in particular of Kelsey and Abby, all the supervisors and all the trainers. Thank you also all the faculty. For my classmates, we stood together, we raised it and were determined to become professional today. And as such, the challenges we stand before us, but we must let ourselves be guided by the spirit of job well done. Yes, I will end my speech to thank everyone for having embellished this day with your presence and by presenting my best congratulations and my wishes for continued success to all of us. Thank you. I'll pass to my colleague, Adriana.
Thank you, Judith. My name is Adrienne Tharp. I'd like to thank Kelsey Shelton for believing in us and equipping us not only with the skills we need to work at the county, but also with the necessary confidence. To Abby Huguenin for all her work to connect us with jobs and supervisors. To Ty Baker and Herman Alvarado for their jokes, but also for the advice to take a moment and ask, what's the story I'm telling myself when negativity intrudes? And finally, to my awesome classmates, each of them inspiring in so many ways. A few months ago, when I moved to Minneapolis from New Mexico, I didn't know a single person in Minnesota. I'd been priced out of Albuquerque. I'd lost the most important person in my life, and I needed to go someplace where I could put myself back together. Pathways has shown me day after day that I'm not alone here. Not alone in coming to this city because I want to build a better life for myself. Not alone in yearning for stability. Not alone in my anxieties about interviews. Suddenly, I knew 13 incredible Minnesotans with similar desires. So many county employees have taken time out of their busy schedules to welcome us, to share tips and experiences, and to make us feel like we belong here. I now have plenty of people I can reach out to who only want me to succeed. But what is success? For me, it's entering the workforce with the confidence in my abilities that I was lacking before Pathways. I'll be able to get off Medicaid for the first time since I was a kid and not have to worry about whether I can still afford my insulin. It's serving my community and feeling part of it, that if I give to it, it will give back to me. Thank you. Next up is Sneha.
Thank you so much, Adrienne, and a good morning to everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome all our guests here today and our fellow graduates. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major milestones in our lives. In the 7 weeks of program that I have attained, the skills, the knowledge, I can tell you all, I'm eagerly being able to tackle in the new phase and the opportunities that are waiting for all of us. I have worked very hard to reach here, and the recognition and the significance that it has provided has opened many doors of opportunity for me. Life is a journey about growing, which gives us new opportunities to continue growing and to learn new skills that we carry with us for the rest of our lives. It has taught me how capable I am accomplishing goals and identifying me about my strengths. As I continue to move on to a new phase, I have set up my mind to take each new problem with confidence, knowing that I have achieved and equipped with necessary tools to tackle the future. And a big thank you to Kelsey, Abby, and each and every teacher, Ty, to Herman, to our digital literacy teacher, and also to the Hennepin County supervisors who took out time from their busy schedule for one-to-one sessions with us for their great support. Thank you very much. And now I'm passing to Francois.
Thank you, Sneha. Good morning, everyone, to be here this morning. I am Francois. Today is the big day for me in the United States. But I cannot say all my story because we don't have enough time this morning. But I will take a little bit of time to just tell us where I come from and where I want to go. I used to move America for everybody, like everybody who wants a better life in 2017. When I live here, Minnesota, I was here with my family. My first story was I was trying to go to college. I applied for community college for human resource department. I have assessment, I need to take course. 1 week before to take course, they call me, they say, I can't have full-time work and to have school. I need to take part-time job and to have school. And I have kids, I have family. I need to take care to them. I call them back, I say, I'm so sorry, I can't go to school now because I cannot take part-time job and to be school. It's not possible for me. I stopped school. I never believed 3 years ago if I'll graduate from any program in the United States. And past 8 months ago, I see this program. My wife told me about this. I apply. I have all assessment. I know what I do to be here today. And during this program, I meet a lot of people who helped me. Today is the best day to tell them thank you. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, everyone who was here to help us. And during this program, we learn how to see in goal, how to do business writing, how to build relationship with others, how to solve problems, how to create diversity and inclusion at workplace. It is time for me to say thank you. Thank you for everyone. And again, congratulations. We have done it. Our hard work already paid. Now I think we're ready for the next step to have no career in Hennepin County. I believe this will change our life. Thank you so much. Now I'll pass to my coworker, Michelle.
Hi, thank you, Francois. Hi, my name is Michelle, and I would like to do a special thanks to Hennepin County, PPL, my peers, and Kelsey for giving me the opportunity to earn the necessary skills to advance my career level. Before I had this opportunity, my life was on a standstill. I didn't know which way to go between petty jobs, working all kinds of shifts, to leaving my permanent position to district learning for months to accommodate my children. I am proud of the decision that I have made for me and my family for even signing up in office specialist training. I'm also proud of myself for the time that I put in and accomplishments that I've made. I have learned to be more patient, finding out skills that I never had, from business writing to mock interviews. I look forward to utilizing my skills, using the skills that I've learned to working with Hennepin County and meeting a lot of more great people. Thank you for your time, and I'm excited to introduce the next peers is Dwayne.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'd like to begin by saying very special thanks to all the administrators and staff from both Hennepin County and PPL that make this program possible. Prior to coming to PPL, my professional journey had reached a dead end. I was a divorced male, single, 40 years old, in a dead-end career that was both chaotic and unstable. I had a lot of anxiety about seeking out a new opportunity and setting aside essentially 2 months without a paycheck. How would I keep a roof over my head, my tummy full, and the lights on? During this program at PPL, I was able to develop the skills that will help me acquire gainful employment, provide for my family, and be of service to my community for the rest of my professional life. More specifically, I was able to refine my technical and community and customer service skills in preparation for my job search. I would like to give a special thanks to Kelsey Shelton and Abby Huguenin for their guidance and support in this process. It has not been a straight street for me, with a few holes in my sidewalk. Thank you, Ty, for that. As a lifelong Hennepin County resident, I am proud to have participated in this program. This program is truly life-changing. Thank you again to everyone for being here today. A special thanks to my colleagues and classmates in the cohort who have invested and shared all of their life stories that helped me be a more complete employee and a more responsible adult. Lastly, I would like to thank, again, all of the people who invested their time and resources from all levels of staffing to make this program possible. Thank you, and I will pass it to my colleague, Amy.
Thank you, Dwayne. Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy. I want to start by thanking all of our guest speakers today. I want to give a big shout out to Kelsey. You have shown great leadership, care, and support to all of us these last 7 weeks, and I feel very blessed to have had this time with you. To all my fellow classmates, I want to offer my sincere gratitude for all of your encouragement. I have learned something from each of you. Every one of you is so special and unique, and I just can't wait to see what the future has in store for us. When I think back on the last few years of my life, I can say without a doubt that they've been filled with great uncertainty. Never before did I imagine I would be living through an endless turnover of historical events. Throwing a pandemic into the mix led to a lot of anxiety. Being a single mother and having a young child at home with underlying medical conditions forced me to spend a lot of time indoors and led to a lot of sleepless nights. During these nights, I had plenty of time to think about what I could do to better my situation and provide growth, not only for my family, but for myself as well. I am very grateful to have been given such a huge opportunity with PPL and Hennepin County. In today's competitive job market, it can be very discouraging when you're going against such a large population of people who are all just as eager to make their mark as you. I have always struggled with interviewing because I lack the knowledge of how to represent myself. I am now confident in my ability to showcase my assets and skills moving forward because of this program and all of the wonderful mentors within it. Working with people is something I am passionate about. I strive to make positive connections with clients, and I'm a firm believer in the idea that changing one person's day can lead to a change of their entire life. I try to do everything with compassion and empathy, and I hope to be able to use these strengths in a position with Hennepin County in the future. Once again, I want to thank all of our guests today, and I'm going to pass it on to Simone.
Thank you, Amy. Hello, everyone. My name is Simone DeThrow. First, I want to say a quick overview of my personal story. So as a disabled person, I've always struggled with things like attendance in school all the way through to college. In college, being so sick very often really hindered my learning experience, and I eventually got to a place where I couldn't complete my degree. I have also struggled with being poor, even sometimes houseless. So not being able to complete college was really devastating because I had poured like all my hopes into that to try and make a better life for myself. When I became healthier and my medical issues were more manageable, it really felt like it was kind of too late to go back to college. So I was kind of looking for a way to have a better career. So I found out about the pay and benefits one can get working for Hennepin County, and then began to learn more about the departments and positions there and all the ways they work to help people obtain the resources they need. I became inspired to work there and make a difference in my community. With not much experience in office or clerical work, I was looking for something to help me get the experience I felt I lacked. And then I found the PPL program and started this class. All the things I learned in this program with the help of Kelsey and so many other great people have made me more aware of my strengths and more confident in my abilities to do everything I need to be able to get a job with Hennepin County and work successfully within it. I feel more ready now than ever to move on in my life from past and present hardships and to really make a better life for myself and pull my community up with me. I really appreciate the opportunity this class has given me to meet and connect with my classmates who are just such great people who I look forward to moving on from this program with. Because the PPL program, I already have 3 upcoming job interviews for positions within Hennepin County, and I'm so excited and hopeful for the next step in my future as a whole. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to pass it to Nu.
Thank you, Simone. Your speech was very beautiful. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this great opportunity. Hello, everyone. My name is Nu Moa. Ever since quarantine began, I never expected life to be the way it was, with so many doubts and so many unknowns. I didn't know what was going to happen. I wasn't working at the moment. I was just a full-time mom, and feeling very lost in my career path until my sister-in-law, B, who works at Hennepin County, shared with me the PPL program. And I had so little time to sign up. I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do this? But I pushed myself to join the office specialist program. And luckily I got into the program. I came into this program thinking it was going to be tough and questioning myself, can I finish it? Am I going to get through it? Having so many doubts. But on the first day, I was taken back by the welcome day, the graduation panels, and the supervisor panels. The supervisors were all very nice and so encouraging, so different from my previous work experience. I definitely did not want to miss any day at all because all the learning was very fun and informative. I can't wait to take what I learned from this course, and I'm so excited to have now graduated. Hennepin County is where I want to be to help my community and join a great team that will continue to push me to do better and grow in the workforce. I want to thank my spouse, Abraham, for losing sleep to watch our kids, and my kids as well for being patient with me in this program. And lastly, thank you, B, Kelsey, and all the great supporters, PPL program, for the great opportunity and the great lessons. Now, let's continue to be positive and get our foot in the door, and also to better our community. So thank you so much, everyone, and let's go cohort 13. And thank you again to everyone who took the time off to join us. And with that being said, I would love to introduce my peer, Claudia.
Thank you, Nu. Good morning, everyone. My name is Claudia Guzman. I want to thank you for being here for us. I'm a graduate attorney from Mexico. I'm an immigrant, and I'm a resident of Hennepin County. For me, special, it's a great honor to have Ayewou Chavez among us. The Chavez family is a legacy of leadership, activism for human rights, inclusion, and diversity. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. Also, it's an opportunity to express to Marion Greene, you are a role model to me and to many women that work hard to build a strong career in the public sector. Today, I have feelings of gratitude and hope. Gratitude with all the people that I have the privilege to meet and learn together, my classmates. A special thanks to Hennepin County supervisors and employees, my future coworkers, I hope so, who kindly share with us experience and the company philosophy that inspire and encourage us to be a part of this grand team, people serving people. A special thanks to Abby, to Kelsey, to support us, and the whole entire PPL team for the guidance, support, and teachings. I also have hopes because today I'm better prepared to be strong and face professional challenge in the public sector at Hennepin County, despite to the complicity and the living that we are at present with the new normality. Education and learning don't change the world. It changed by the people, by us. One day we'll change the world. I invite my peers to make a personal commitment to contribute the change with our work, with our service to our community. I convinced that words through any medium, written or spoken, as long as they are appropriate and respectful, can transform negative situations in a positive ones. Finally, I want to thank my mother and honor her works and encourage in the terrifying times that we face it with COVID-19. She told me, you have the privilege of witness the end of the era and living the beginning of a new era. You have to be brave and have to do what corresponds to give meaning to your profession and your vocation. I studied a social career because I believe in people. I believe all human beings, we are equal, with different gifts and talents to share with others. My passion was and is to serve my community, to help. And if I'm lucky enough, make a change, have an impact positive. On my path to become a part of Hennepin County, I'm confident that I can achieve my goals. Thank you. Congratulations to all of us.
I don't even know how to follow those speeches. That was fantastic. Thank you to each of you for sharing a piece of your story, a piece of yourselves with us. Each of you has had a different journey that brought you to today and a different path that's going to take you to your next career. To cohort 13, I'm going to miss seeing your faces and finding you on Zoom and Teams each morning at 9 a.m. I have really appreciated your love for connecting with each other, your willingness to deep dive the content of the program, and your very positive focus on what the future has to bring. Hennepin County will be incredibly lucky to onboard you as new employees. Okay, I get to pass the stage off to our next speaker. We have the honor of hearing from Mei Zhang, the Assistant County Administrator of Disparity Reductions. Welcome to the stage, Mei.
Thank you, Kelsey. Good morning, everyone. My sincerest congratulations to the graduates and their families. This is actually coming full circle for me, so I love being in this space, hearing about your stories. I am a former PPLer in many ways and continue to be a huge supporter of this program and this organization, so I'm glad to be here. Hennepin County needs you in our workforce in order to serve our county residents and the community's needs. We are very invested in your success, and our Pathways programs are an effective way that the county is building its talent pipelines, diversifying our workforce, moving individuals into jobs with livable wages, creating stability and advancement potential, and modeling this innovative partnership for other employers in the region. Our success in employing graduates and supporting this movement with other employers is evident in our results. Over 350 graduates hired into county positions, over 200 hired by other employer partners. 12 months after hire, over 88% retention rate, and over 44% of county hires have advanced to higher level positions. With 2 additional programs in development in the labor and security industries, the county has 3 existing cohort model programs that have been in place for over 5 years. Thank you to the PPL staff for their ongoing partnership in their service to those in most need within our community. Their creativity in designing employment and training programs to serve the unemployed, underemployed, underrepresented, BIPOC, veterans, and those with criminal history is in alignment with the county's disparity reduction initiatives. Thank you to all the staff at Hennepin County who support the graduate success. And thank you to Ms. Chavez Rodriguez for being with us today for the White House administration in recognizing the effectiveness of the county's workforce development programs. Congratulations again to you all. I am so honored to be here and I wish you well.
Thank you, May, for sharing those words with us and celebrating in our success. It's good to see you again. Here we are today, 7 weeks older, 7 weeks smarter, with a cohort of 14 amazing individuals headed out to tackle the world. I am better because of the 7 weeks we shared. Thank you for choosing this program, giving your time and your commitment to the future. I want to congratulate each of you on your graduation from Project for Pride in Living's 13th cohort of the Office Specialist Training Program. Way to go, cohort number 13. Congratulations. All right, this concludes our graduation ceremony today. Thank you all for being in attendance. Have a wonderful rest of your week.